Hey, what's going on, guys? Lawson Custom Offsets. We got another from the gallery for you guys. This time I brought my buddy Mason over from Anthem Off-Road, and we're going to be rating some trucks in our gallery. If you guys want to be featured on From the Gallery, all you got to do is add your truck to our gallery, customoffsets.com/add. Also, if you guys, of course, need wheels, tires, suspension, accessories, customoffsets.com. And last but not least, there's a ton of plugs I know. We're doing another giveaway at customoffsets.com/add if you guys want to get entered to win a free build. Enough of me talking about the plugs. Let's hop into it. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. I can already tell that this episode is going to be insane, right? The first truck up, I can already tell it's going to be crazy. So we got a 2016 GMC Sierra 2500 HD, Specialty Forge SF23s, and a 2816 -101 offset. Fury Off-Road Country Hunter MTs in a 4215.5 and a Striker Off-Road lift of greater than 12 inches.
That thing is huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
All right, hopping into suspension details. Striker Off-Road design, 16 to 22 inch adjustable lift. Sword shocks, only GMC to be on Striker Off-Road design lift kit. Wow. No rubbing, no scrubbing, because you're massive. No trimming, no spacers. 2019 SEMA build. SEMA Toro vehicle selection 1 of 6. Complete frame off build. And the list just goes on and on. Gen Y hitch. Custom grille, road armor, front and rear bumpers, amp steps, ride controller for lights, hood swap, royalty hooks, like
the whole 9 yards.
I would need another 5 minutes just to list off everything that's done to this truck. This thing is insane. Let's hop into some pictures. What do you think?
That thing is pretty wild looking. Don't see him that big too often, honestly. Looks really nice. So he's got a lot done to it. You can tell there's lots of time that he put into it, lots of effort and.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot bigger than what you Anthem boys see, huh?
Yeah, we're more used to the, level kits or maybe 2 4-inchers.
Yeah.
Nothing 12 plus. I didn't even know they made them that big.
All right, well, I think I've seen enough. I'm ready to rate it. What about yourself?
Yep, I'm ready to go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, 10.
8. Nice.
Why an 8?
For me, really the only thing that holds it back is the color. I like the way it looks, but for me personally, I am not really a fan of bright colored vehicles like that. And it's not that it's overly bright. I'm just more of like a whiter, black, more my style, I guess.
Absolutely. I think with how crazy the build, I was gonna give it a 9 just because the graphics down the side, it'd be cool to see a full done wrap, but at the same time, the amount of work and effort and being at SEMA and being a one-off and all this crazy stuff, had to give it a 10. This thing's freaking insane, man. All right, let's hop into the next one. All right, 2016 Toyota Tacoma Anthem Off-Road Defenders, baby.
Unreal, there they are.
20x9, -12 offset, Cooper Discover STT Pros, and a 35 13.5 and a BDS suspension lift of 6 inches. Pretty tall for you Anthem boys right there.
For
6
real.
inches. 6-inch BDS coilover kit, traded the 4-inch block for a 3-inch and changed the leaf pack to Old Man EMU heat pack. Don't know what any of that means or what he was trying to say there, but sounds like he traded in his blocks and some leaf packs. So no rubbing or scrubbing, minor metal trimming, just cab mount chop. So a little bit of metal trimming there to fit those Anthems in there. No spacers in the front or rear. He's got custom front grille, OE massive headlights, rigid fogs and ditch lights, Fab 4 rear bumper, Morimoto HID headlights, RGB strips in the grille letters, and RGB rock lights.
That's awesome. I mean, looking at it at a first glance, you don't really realize there's nearly that much done to it. So I think that's pretty cool that he's, done a lot to it, but it still looks,
right.
Looks good.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's pretty crazy because like 6 inches, especially on these Tacomas, go a long way.
For
like
real.
It makes them look pretty large, and you don't see a lot of people doing. Usually anything that we see come out of the shop is always like your 3-inch or something like that.
Right.
So to see something a little bit larger is pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
The Morimotos on these Tacomas are sick.
Sweet.
Yeah. The front grille's sick. He's wheeling it right here on a Jeep. This guy likes to party. I normally don't like red vehicles, and I actually dig this. It's
for real.
I like the TRD Pro vinyl. Just everything really ties in together. So, all right, I think I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
All right, 3, 2, 1, 7.
9.
All right, and this is where you guys are gonna start to see Mason and I have complete different styles, and that's why we work where we work. You know, your division specializes in this sort of stuff.
For real.
Daily drivers on the 20x9s, 20x10s, you know, the hit the trails kind of guys.
Absolutely.
Where the previous truck is like a hell yeah, let's do it. That's my kind of
For
style.
real.
All right. So why'd you pick a 9?
I would say for me, I think the fitment looks pretty solid on this. Like I said, everything that he's done is pretty tasteful to it. I think, like you said, the red again. I think red and black is really the only color scheme that I think red goes with.
Yeah.
So I think being that it is red and black like that, I think he can get away with it. Lots of lights and stuff if you need extra light at any time. He's got all those cubes and light bars and stuff. So
absolutely.
Yeah. How about you?
You're a fisher and a hunter, so like this is like right up your alley.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
would be like the money.
Exactly. Enough to get kind of back in the woods if you gotta drag something out, or exactly.
Absolutely. When I was down in Florida and we were doing the tire review on Sean's Tacoma, that Tacoma actually was really nice and very useful. Like,
for real.
Rode really nice even on the 35s, and like for what he was using it for, you know, for hauling all of his fishing equipment and everything, it was like the perfect mid-sized vehicle that he needed. So
totally.
I definitely dig them. I gave it a 7 just because it, like I said, it's like your daily driver vehicle. Like, sure, I would love to have one of these for a daily driver, but at the end of the day, my taste is into the bigger, more huge show trucks. So, all right, next up, we got a 2006 Ford F-250 Super Duty, Anthem off-road equalizers in a 22-14 -76, Nitto Trail Grappler 375/45, and a rough country suspension lift of 6 inches. Looks like he's got slight rub at full turn, minor plastic trimming. Slight trimming to fender wall, did not want to chop up a lot. Just wanted to trim enough to clear. It will rub at full crank hitting bump. Otherwise clears with slight trimming driving down roads. Nice. No spacers, 52-inch curved halo light bar, RGB pods, Precision Series move bumpers, 08 plus rear bumper, 35% tint, truck emblem, warehouse emblems, mesh grill, aftermarket lights all around, bed decal, paint to match 08 plus mirrors, and custom step hitch. Quite a bit done.
Yeah, for real.
And some more.
Heck yeah.
Oh, this is single cab.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at first until you started clicking through either.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. So, like you said, like I was saying earlier, you know, obviously now we're starting to get into more of like the guys that are using their Anthem trucks for a little more show, which is cool to see.
Absolutely.
Especially, it's probably a little more different than what you're used to seeing. This man's got a puppy in the back. Already got to give him a 10. Yeah, just overall, I think the paint to match and everything goes a long way. I'm ready if you are.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to go too.
All right. 3, 2, 1, 6.
7. Cool.
Why 7?
I think the single cab is cool. It's pretty different and unique. You don't really see that every day. But for me, it's not my particular style again.
Sure.
But for real, it's a pretty cool build, and he put a lot of time into it. And like you said, the color match, like front bumper, stuff like that, all that extra time, that really makes the build come together. So it looks really good.
I think he's off to a great start. Personally, I've seen the roof light bars kind of go away, and like sometimes they work. I'm not saying that this is a bad option. It's just personally, I would never put one up there. Past that, I like that he paint to match his move bumper. Not a big fan of the black rear bumper or the huge black fender flares personally. And then like just ginormous chrome steps out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just a lot meshing around. Obviously, he's got like the red stickers on the back window, which I really like. So he's got the right themes. Now it's just getting everything to mesh around.
Kind of fine tune it.
I think taking off this vinyl on the back might clean things up a little bit. But once again, personal preference, still pretty cool. Single cabs are super sick, and I think he definitely did that upright. So.
Heck yeah.
All right. Stepping away from some anthems, 2001 Dodge Ram 2500. Fuel forged FF35s in a 22x16. Jeez.
Wow.
Negative 101 offset amp mud terrain attack MTs in a 33-14.5, and then also a rough country suspension lift of 3 inches. Taking a look at it, 3-inch rough country, slight rub at full turn, no trimming. 2-inch spacers. 2-inch spacers, man? This man has 2-inch spacers.
Serious stance.
On top of your 16 wides.
Just wasn't enough.
Oh my goodness. That's a wide boy. All right, build headlights, LED taillights. He's also got a Fleece Cheetah Turbo, a Smarty Touch tuner, and 5-inch exhaust into 8-inch stack, 5% tint. All right, wow.
It's wild.
That thing is wide, man. Oh my goodness.
Oh, straight on shot.
Smokes. I can't even hate it.
For real?
I can't even hate it.
Looks
Thing's
pretty
sick.
slick.
All right, I think I'm ready.
I think I got a score too.
All right, 3, 2, 1, 8.
Yep, nice.
I think it's super clean. I really dig it. I like how there's not a ton done, especially when you start to see like these low and wide trucks, you know, on like some forged wheels, and just that there's not a ton done. It's just overall super clean. I really dig the look.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a solid start. Obviously, he put some more money into like the performance, the turbo, the exhaust, everything else.
Yep.
Now it's just maybe cleaning up a couple other things, and this thing's ready to rock. Like,
Yeah, for real.
If I saw this at the show, I would stop and look at this thing all day.
Wonder what that thing sounds like driving down the road. Like a semi, probably.
Yeah.
That's
but
awesome.
Damn, that's damn near a 22 by 18.
That is true. Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Gosh, that blows my mind.
That is
I can't
wild.
believe that. Last but not least, 2011 Chevy Silverado 1500 Extreme Force XF 8 and a 24/14 -76. Hayatta Mud Champ 35 12.5 and a zone suspension lift of 6.5 inches. He's got zone 6.5 inch lift with a 2-inch zone leveling kit, so he's sitting at about 8.5 up front. Slight rub at full turn, minor plastic trimming. He does have 2-inch spacers in the back, probably to match the, you know, the pushed out front from the increased track width. Color match grille, bumper, mirror, and door handles. Every light is LED. Mid-South LED, color match headlights, tow hook, black Chevy emblems, custom exhaust with 5-inch tip, color match light cubes, color match this and color match that. Damn. It's just an overall clean truck.
For real?
Looks really good. White matched. It's like a baby CO2.
It is. Very similar.
All right, I think I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, 8.
Cool.
I think it's just overall solid build. I like that he went with Extreme Force. Don't mind that. They're just beating the shit out of Junior's Bronco. It's really nice. I like that he went with Extreme Forces. The tires I don't know a ton about, so maybe go with something a little bit different unless they work for you, obviously. We never know the circumstances, situations. You know, could have got a steal on him. And then, yeah, I dig that he stacked the 2-inch on the 6.5 to get that little bit of extra lift out of the front. We don't recommend it, can be dangerous, but he risked it for the biscuit, and now he's sitting a little taller up front and looking good. Like that he color matched everything. What do you think?
For real. No, I agree. I think all the time that he put into it's really obvious. You know, he went through and all those fine little details, kind of like you're saying. You know, the cube lights are outlined in white, and everything that can be color matched pretty much is color matched. So it's really cool to see someone put that much time into it, and bumping out the back a little bit just to kind of match the front more. That's all that stuff pays off in the end for sure.
All right, guys, that's what we got for you guys on today's episode of From the Gallery. Mason, thanks once again for stopping by and rating some trucks, even if they're a little bit out of your taste range, you know what I'm saying? All right, if you guys need wheels, tires, suspension, accessories, CustomOffsets.com. See you guys on the next one.
Later.